Why was Warzone so special? Let's get the obvious out of the way. If you missed Warzone, drop a like and subscribe. Warzone couldn't have had better timing, coming out right when we went into a pandemic, so essentially every gamer's dream came true. No responsibilities, staying home all day, and playing video games. No matter what your views were on the world's current situation, one thing we could all agree on, Warzone was Call of Duty at its best. With an addicting gameplay loop and a unique loadout system new to Battle Royale at that time, not to mention connecting and meeting new people, going for Warzone victories was one of the most addicting things I've ever experienced in gaming. But none of this matters if the map isn't good, and oh boy did they come out swinging. On paper, this map shouldn't work. Big skyscrapers towering over, sometimes the only thing in a POI. It was a very OP position. Perfect for campers with claymores to sit on top of the tallest rooftop. Hell, some people made a career out of it. But honestly, I compare Verdansk to the 2010 Giants. On paper, it just shouldn't work, but in reality, they're hitting on all cylinders, capturing lightning in a bottle. The first 6 seasons of Warzone were truly special. The skill gap is starting to form, new weapons would become instantly meta, but still maintain that addicting gameplay, not to mention one of the best events in any Battle Royale ever. But as time went on, issues started to appear through the cracks. Some were easily overlooked or tolerated to a degree, but the hackers, that was unforgivable. To me, this was just the roots to the problems. Everything else was just amplified from it. But what was the true beginning of the end of Warzone? For me, it was the Cold War integration. After coming off of one of the best and most unique reveal trailers, hype was at an all-time high. But upon its integration into Warzone, it was clear that Activision had just copied and pasted the weapons from Cold War into Warzone, not taking into consideration the balancing and damage values, which led to some of the most frustrating metas in Warzone's history. That made the hacker situation even more noticeable. You couldn't tell the difference between a good player and a hacker. The lines became blurred. Not to mention, as soon as you went over to Cold War, the actual game, the mechanics, and overall feel were totally different from that of Warzone. I will always look back at Warzone with fond memories. It was what made me fall back in love with Call of Duty. But that is the Call of Duty cycle, isn't it? Great memories lost in time, looked back on with love and pure enjoyment. Maybe Modern Warfare 3 can capture that lightning in a bottle.